everyone, back tuning into the 15th Christmas update. We've done 14 Christmas updates so far. This is the 15th one, where again we'll be looking at the CFS 9 monthly forecast from the website meteosil.fr to see what it's showing for the whole of the Christmas period, starting around middle of December and going through into the new year. So as I've done 14 updates so far, and starting off, we generally had quite a cold trend going on. As we've got to the more recent updates, we have lost that cold trend quite a lot. We still get an occasional one coming through, but generally the northerly and easterly updates that we had early on have eased away, and the general trend, I think, over the past few updates, since around the 8th or 9th update, has generally been either Atlantic driven or high pressure in situ, which can be cold on the surface, but isn't a proper cold, northerly, easterly, snowy scenario. So those snowier northerly easterly runs that we had early on, we have generally lost those quite a bit over the recent updates. We'll see what the 15th update has in store for us in a moment. Before I get on with that, just to say about the ads at gas service, there's links to articles on all the pages, so browser widgets and click through the links. You'll be able to pay for websites, if there's any articles that you're interested in. There's video ads on most of the pages, which overlap with the content you watch them. They'll close back up again. That's helping to pay for the website. And finally, of course, the shop is open. So if you've got any shopping to do at Amazon between now and Christmas, just click through the Amazon banners in the Christmas shop. Go to Amazon and do your shopping. There's also a search widget where you can search for whatever item you want to buy, but perhaps most easily is just to click through the Amazon banners and go to Amazon and then buy whatever product you wish to buy there. Because you're going from gas service to Amazon, we get a revenue fee on the things that you're purchasing. But a huge success again, so thanks so much to everybody that's done their Christmas shopping via the Amazon banners in the Christmas shop. You've still got time to do your shopping. There's, I think it's around 3 weeks today, Christmas Day, so there's still plenty of time to get your Christmas presents to you in time for the big day. So we're going to get on with the video in a moment and just say we're doing this on Friday today, of course, so we're a little bit out of sync with all the other updates this week because I did the winter forecast on Tuesday, but I've been trying to do all of these updates on Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday, but just this week things went a little bit awry, so this week it's been Sunday, Wednesday and Friday. That's the reason we're doing the update tonight. So it's a CFS 9 monthly forecast. We'll try to use the same model if we can. We'll soon be leaving the CFS behind though. We've got around a week of it left, and then we'll be moving on to the shorter range GFS model, and when we get to the GFS we'll really be able to start pinpointing down the detail of the Christmas period. But it's a CFS 9 monthly forecast, midday run. We always try to use the same run all the time, so nobody can tell me off for cherry picking cold or wintry charts, anything like that. These are just the way they come out. Midday yesterday, this was generated on the 3rd of December. So if you want to go to MeteoSeal and have a look at this, you can do it via the links page. There's a link to MeteoSeal on the links page. Right, let's get on with the update, and we're going to start off on the 11th of December at midnight, and we're in an Atlantic-driven pattern. We've got a deep area of low pressure up to the northwest around Greenland and Iceland. We've got high pressure across central parts of Europe. We're bringing up this fairly mild southerly or southwesterly wind. As we run up to the middle part of the month, which goes 12th, 13th into the 14th of December, there's no real change here to the middle part of the month. The basic broad pattern stays the same, which is high pressure across most parts of Europe, low pressure around Iceland, again bringing up these mild patterns, even very mild. Funny, I suppose that originates somewhere from the middle part of the Atlantic, so bringing up very mild southwesterly winds up to the middle part of the month. There'd be a lot of heavy rain in the north and west in particular. Into the 15th, you get a little bit of a change. It starts to turn a bit cooler as the wind backs more towards the west or northwest. The high pressure just lowers ever so slightly across central parts of Europe, so you bring in slightly cooler west-northwesterly flow. That could bring a few wintry showers up to the north. It's not a cold flow, it's nearer north, maybe even for the south, still a little bit above average actually. Then we get a very brief northerly shot as we go through the 17th into the 18th. That could bring some snow to the north. It wouldn't last very long. It's being cut off very, very quickly by the 18th. We're going back into the west with winds, but just for about 24 hours we do bring down such a slight colder snap there on the 17th of December. Now, as we start to run up towards Christmas, so this goes 18th and 19th, it starts to turn more unsettled again with low pressure really in across the north and west of the country. So this is up to the 21st of December, shortest day of the month, of course. So we've got low pressure to the north, another low pressure trying to come in from the Atlantic. It is a bit of an Atlantic onslaught, this, running up towards Christmas. There'd be bouts of heavy rain sweeping in with strong winds as well, but all the time the air is coming from the west or southwest, so it is a mild scenario. Wet and windy up to the 22nd, on in towards the 23rd, nothing really changing going up towards Christmas Eve, so it isn't a disruptive run up to Christmas, this one. It's just westerly with rain, strong winds at times. We're up to Christmas Eve now, and it's still very unsettled. Tight part, so it's really windy, especially in the north, and probably bringing in showers or longer spells of rain, maybe a little bit of wintry stuff over high ground of Scotland. This is Christmas Day. This is how Christmas Day looks on this 15th update, and again, no difference. High pressure is there across most parts of Europe. Low pressure to the north of Scotland. We're bringing in those westerly winds, so it's mild. Generally mild, wet and windy. It could be a bit colder for Scotland with maybe some wintry stuff over high ground, but really it's a snow-free, mild, wet and windy Christmas. We get through to Boxing Day, and again, no change in this pattern. So this is prolonged westerlies in and going out beyond Boxing Day in towards the New Year. It's taking us up to the 29th of December. There's another very deep low pressure here, a proper storm blasting away up to 29th. Severe gales, making storm force winds there for Scotland and Northern Ireland, and more bouts of heavy rain sweeping through, but the air remains off the Atlantic, so it remains generally mild. New Year looks like this, and just the pattern is maintained. These are prolonged westerlies throughout this update, so this is how New Year's Day is looking as Big Ben chimes, and it's virtually back to where we started. We've got high pressure there across Central Europe. We've got low pressure to the north of Scotland. We're bringing in these westerly, southwesterly winds. It's mild, a mild start to 2016, but also wet and windy in the north and in the west as well. And let's just see how things develop as we go through the first week of January. So pressure starts to try and build a bit from the south. That's within mild air. That could be a little bit spring-like actually through the first week of January. We're bringing up balmy winds from the Mediterranean, so you could well be seeing temperatures up to 14 or 15 degrees with that. And plenty of sunshine as well. Could be mist and fog, of course. It doesn't last too long, and it's all broken down again by more low pressure sweeping in off the Atlantic by the time you get through to the 9th of January. That's as far as we're going to go. It's an Atlantic-driven onslaught, this one. So very mild conditions from where we start on the 10th, right way through into January. It's Atlantic all the way, wet, windy and mild. Occasional little colder snaps, especially for the north, but nothing really to be excited about if you want cold and snow on this one. So it has become a trend over the past few updates that we have moved away, as I said at the beginning, from those northerly and easterly options, and we've gone more towards milder Atlantic-driven weather. You have to say we have got a trend really for this now, but it doesn't necessarily mean that trend is right, so it could change, of course, especially when we get to those shorter range GFS models, which will be starting next week. But that's how the 15th update is looking. Anyway, we'll do the 16th update on Sunday. So that's all for now, and thanks for watching.